Hi there! Hi, I'm Monica. Let me shortly introduce myself. I'm a graphic designer, the crazy one. I'm not professional. I don't really like word professional, as I strongly believe that professionals are stuck at one point. I like self-expression through experimentation, through different medias, through different formats. That's who I am basically. Today is my first video. I hope you will be not too judgmental about it. I will tell you more about myself in the next week, but today I found inspiration to tell you guys how I make logo, and I categorized it to 9 steps. Basically, this video can be useful to junior graphic designers who can use my 9 steps as their checklist, or for potential clients just to have a look how the logotype is created. So let's begin. Step number 1. So before taking a new project, I always make sure that all of my conditions are met. If the budget is suitable for me, if I have enough time to meet the deadlines, because creation is that kind of process. You never know when you will find inspirations for doing that. For example, if you're gonna need few extra days for getting a catchy idea. Also for me it's very important the theme of the project itself. For example, I don't like portraying human body silhouettes in my projects, so probably I would reject this kind of project, because how you can end up with a good result if the process is not satisfying for you. Step number 2. Basically, I ask all the possible questions to my client. Why their business is unique. Maybe they have some interesting history behind their business. Maybe they have some visuals in their environment. Maybe they have their favorite colors. Maybe they use some kind of products that no one else does. Why they are unique? Because unique business will generate unique logo. And as more information I have, the easier the process of finding ideas is for myself. Step number 3, research. So basically research is very, very important. I research through all the platforms. So it's Instagram, Pinterest, Google and Facebook. I'm trying to find similar ideas as my project. In this way I kind of create a mood board, so I know what kind of result I expect at the end. So step number 4, here all the creation begins. So sketching. I try to generate as many sketches as I can. It's like brainstorming. As more sketches you will get, the more interesting ideas you will have. I do sketching in my sketchbook. Basically, I'm a bit old-fashioned. I still enjoying drawing by hand. Step 5. So basically it's time for digitalizing. There are many ways how you can digitalize your sketches. How I do it? I use Illustrator. I draw a little icon. How I do that, I will show you in another videos. I add some color and font already. I open few artboards in the Illustrator. I make a lot of versions over there, and I send all this variety to my client to check if he likes it or not. So this is the best opportunity to check if you understand your brief right and if you think in the same way as your client does. So step number 6 is basically reacting to your client feedback and making more versions of the logos that your client picked. So basically you're removing what's not necessary, fixing the proportions and sending more versions to your client to pick from. Step number 7, usually it's finalizing. It's getting the final approval from your client, fixing small things like color, font, or whatever is needed. We are almost there. Step number 8. Usually I spend a lot of time for this step, but I do because I appreciate my clients. And I'm trying to simplify their lives as much as I can. Usually clients do not have access to any of creative softwares as Illustrator or Photoshop. That's why I send them all the possible logo formats with the description where to use which one. So basically I send both color profiles, CMYK and RGB, with and without backgrounds. I send them Photoshop, Illustrator, PNG, PDF, JPEG files, and I also attach all the color versions that client picked throughout the process. Ta-da-da! Step number 9. Usually at this step, logo creation is already done. I just need to send the bunch of files to my client. So usually do that via WeTransfer, as it gives me an online link. I would use simple mail instead, but usually I cannot because I always exceed the size limit. So sometimes I also use USB key or Google Drive if client asks so. So for me to create a logo, it takes from 2 weeks to half a year if I have enough time and if I want to make it perfect. So basically that's it for today's video. I promise you to cover every step that I mentioned today in the future videos with more details and my examples. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please leave a comment for me that I would know that you watched my video.